Good day, beautiful people out there. It's another beautiful day. Today, I want to look at the domain name system, DNS. Another beautiful topic in the CCNA. Though in the CCNA, it covers only theory. It doesn't require lab. But I just want to do a very short lab feature regarding that, so that at least the more you practice the lab, the more you get used to the theory also. So whatever you learn without practicing, you may easily forget it. So you may try to do it in the lab, and then it will refresh your brain on a certain topics. Okay, so because it is not the topic doesn't cover lab, it is not supported in the packet tracer, so I decided to use a DNS trace. I'm going to make it very simple, a very simple topology. So what I'm going to do is to just create just one network that is a PC to router network. Alright, so I have selected a router, so I'm going to select the PC now. But before we go into the configuration, we suppose I have to give you a brief explanation of what domain name system is all about. You know, domain name system, as the name suggests, convert IP address to host name, and then from host name to IP address for easy communication between we human and then the network devices. The reason is that network devices only understand IP addresses. So if you use a host name, they won't be able to interpret host name. Like if you want to ping a host name of a device, the router or this PC may not be able to ping the host name because it is in words and they cannot understand those letters. So they only use this a bit, which is using IP addresses that can be converted to bit. Then we human beings can't cram or can't remember those IP addresses. If they give you more than 10 IP addresses, you may easily forget them. So we easily understand the host name. So we need a middleman that will be interpreting our communication. So whenever I try to ping the host name, the middleman, which is the server, which is the DNS server, we convert it to IP address in which the network device will understand. And when the network device want to communicate with me, want to ping, communicate with me, if we use an IP address, then this middleman, which is the server, we convert it back to the host name, which I easily understand. Example of host name may be PC1. I may decide to name this PC as PC1, this router as router 1. So these are their host name. But if you try to ping them, the other devices may not understand this language. So we need a DNS server to be interpreting this communication, convert to IP address, convert to host name back, and then the process is repeated. They use port 53 to communicate. So as we know, DNS uses both TCP and then UDP to communicate. Okay, so it uses both TCP and UDP to communicate. There are some situations whereby it uses UDP, and there are some situations whereby it uses TCP. So the standard DNS uses UDP. The regular DNS query and response uses UDP, but where it uses TCP is where the DNS message exceeds 512 bytes. Okay, so when the message is more than 512 bytes, that is the DNS message, it will switch to TCP. Alright, so let's start. We first of all give the IP address to this PC. So escape. I will give this PC an IP address of 10.10.10.1.
It's young Fred, the dangerous producer.
Okay, the interface is still shut down, I guess. Okay, I'm still in the interface configuration mode, so let me use no shut. So let me ping again. Okay, the interface just come up, so the ping is going through now. Alright, so what talk about a domain name system. currently there's no any domain name servers to convert hostname to IP address. So if I try to ping PC1 right now, it will not understand it. It won't ping. But so I do. After configuring the router to act as DNS server, it will understand the language and ping it. Okay, so unrecognized host or address or protocol not running because PC1 is not recognized. So I will make this router the DNS server. So whenever I want to ping the PC1, the router itself will query itself. It will query itself so that it will convert the host name to the IP address of that PC1, which is PC1 is the host name, then the IP address of the PC1 will be converted. The host name will be converted to the IP address of that PC1, which is 10.10.10.1. So the server have to query itself to know the IP address of the PC1 before it do the actual pinging. So how do we do that? Let me exit out of interface configuration mode. Exit. So to make the router a DNS server, the command is IP DNS server. Okay, IP DNS server. So before I click enter, let me use question mark to be sure if it is correct. Okay, that's correct. All right. So the next step is to create the host table. To create the host table, that is, you are mapping all the host name to an IP addresses here. Okay. So the first host is the command is IP host, then the first host is PC1. So PC1 is the only host we have in this network, PC1 and the router itself. So I will create two host table, the one for the PC1 itself and another one, the one for the PC1 and then another one for the router itself, so that the PC1 will be able to ping the router using the host name of the router. Alright, so after typing the IP host followed by the host name, then the IP address 10.10.10.1. So it will map this host name to this IP address. Let me create another one, which is IP host R1. Then the IP address of R1 is 10.10.10.2. Sorry, 10.10.2. Okay, so there are a few other things we still need to do is to create an external DNS server, like the one you can find in the internet, like Google DNS server 8.8.8. Why is it necessary? We need to create that because in some situation we need to reach some host name from external network that the host name is not found in the host table of this server. The router need to perform additional query to another server from outside, like the Google. So the Google will now give the report of that, do the conversion on behalf of this router. Then the router will now get the IP address of that external host. Like if you want to ping something like facebook.com, youtube.com, and then the host name is not found in this router host table, so we have to use an additional external DNS server. So the command is IP name server. So IP name -server followed by the external server's address. So we are using Google in this case. So the DNS server for Google is 8.8.8.8. Okay. So if you just use this command to enter the address of an external server, that is not enough. You have to instruct the router to perform external query to this server. So the command is IP domain lookup. IP domain lookup. Okay, let me use question mark. I think it's correct. Alright, so that's correct. Then the last one is to create IP domain name. Alright, so IP domain name, we know what domain name is all about, administrative control. So I'm going to use poj.com. That means whatever host name that is found here will be under my administrative control. That is, it shows that it belongs to Poj. So if for example, if I ping PC1, the host name will be converted to PC1 at poj.com. Alright, so it shows that it belongs to Poj. Poj is in full control of this administration. Alright, so let me use the command IP domain -name. Then let me use question mark if it's correct. Yeah, poj.com. All right, so do right to save my config. So let me view my host table by using the command show host. So I'm in configuration mode, so I will have to use do before the command show host. Alright, so we have two hosts in the host table because these are the two hosts we created. Then this is the domain name for j.com. Then DNS lookup is enable. Then name server for the external DNS server is 8.8.8.8. So let me try to ping the PC1 again. If it will go through this time, do ping PC1. Yeah, as you can see, it's going through this time. So let me ping R1 from PC1. Ping R1. Oh, sorry, I did a mistake. So I have to enter the DNS address on this PC. So I have to enter the router's IP address as the DNS server for this PC. Okay, so I have to do that first before it will be able to resolve the name R1 to the IP address of this PC1. So to enter the DNS server IP, use IP DNS followed by the server IP .2, which is the PC, which is the router IP. Okay, let me first ping the IP. 10.10.2. The IP is going, but it's still not resolving to the host name because of the limitation of the tiny core PC. Okay, ping R1 cannot be resolved. Ping PC1. Okay, so it's not that there's anything wrong with the configuration, but the PC, this DNS3 PC doesn't support it. That's why it's misbehaving. As you can see, we verify the ping R1 from, we pinged PC1 from the router itself, and it was going. Okay, so let me verify that again. PC1, as you can see, it's going, but when we try to ping from the PC1, it cannot communicate with the, it doesn't resolve the host name to the IP. Alright, so what I will do next is to use some PC DNS. Alright, so the first thing is to view what kind of DNS IP address is on my system. By default, I have not changed anything, so I think the DNS server IP should be that of Google, that it will learn automatically from the connected hotspots. Okay, so the command to view that is ipconfig/or. So I will look for that of the Wi-Fi because I'm connected to the Wi-Fi now. DNS, okay, so here are the two DNS IP addresses that are here. That is the DNS server. I'm using Google. It's by default, it learned the DNS server IP address from DHCP. Alright, so the next thing is I want to know the IP address of a particular website, which is something like facebook.com, google.com. Alright, I want to know the IP address of such website. So the command to use is ns lookup. Ns lookup, then followed by the site name. Let me say google.com. Alright, so there are two addresses here. The IPv6 address, these are the IPv6 address of google.com server, and then this is the IPv4 address. So this one is mapped to A record, and then this one is mapped to quadruple A record. That's AAA record. Alright, let me ping the IP address. If I can reach google.com, 142.251, right? 251.216.46. Yeah, as you can see, I can ping it. That's because I can reach Google at the moment. So if I don't have internet connection and I can't reach Google, I won't be able to ping this Google IP server. Alright, so every time you visit a website and then your system, your PC, communicate with a DNS server to learn the IP address of such website. It will keep the record because it's not every time it's going to be querying the DNS server to learn an IP address of a particular website that you are visiting again and again. So it will keep the record in its DNS cache. Alright, so I have visited so many websites, and then I have to view their record by showing my DNS cache. So I will use the command ipconfig/display DNS to see my DNS cache. Okay, config/display DNS. Is there space? Let me try. Okay, so many of them because I've been visiting so many websites. So what I'm going to do is to clear this cache, then revisit again and see what we will notice that the cache have reduced to just few ones. Okay, so the command to clear this entire cache is ipconfig/flush DNS. So ipconfig/flush DNS. Okay, so it has been cleared. So let me display my DNS cache again. As you can see, it's very few now because there are some underground checking by default. So these ones are just being learned now. Alright, so let me check my cache again. Okay, it's just getting the record of the google.com now. So that's because I just visited google.com and it has mapped the record. So whenever I want to visit google.com again, you don't need to query the DNS server. If you just go straight, it will look at its DNS cache. When it see the IP address of google.com, which is this 142.250.216.100, it will just go straight to convert using this IP address instead of the host name. Alright, so I think that is all for today. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share with friends, comment. Do have a beautiful day.